My name is Detective Benjamin Moore, and I thought I had seen it all in my years on the force. But nothing could have prepared me for the chilling events that unfolded on that fateful night. It was a cold winter evening, the city wrapped in an icy embrace. The phone rang, disturbing the silence of my dimly lit office. The voice on the other end was frantic, pleading for help. A murder had taken place in a nearby apartment building, and I was the one they called. Arriving at the crime scene, I was met with a flurry of activity. Yellow tape cordoned off the area, officers hurriedly jotting down notes, and the forensics team meticulously gathering evidence. The air was thick with unease, and I could feel the weight of the grisly crime that had occurred moments before. Stepping into the apartment, the scene unfolded before my eyes. Blood stained the carpet, splatters on the walls, and an eerie silence that seemed to suffocate the room. A body lay motionless on the floor, lifeless eyes staring into the abyss. It was clear that murder had indeed paid an unwelcome visit. The victim was a well-known socialite, Amelia Collins, renowned for her high-profile connections and ruthless ambition. She had been strangled, the marks on her neck a vivid testimony to the brutal nature of her demise. But who could have done such a thing, and why? As I delved deeper into Amelia's life, I discovered a tangled web of deceit and betrayal. She had made numerous enemies in her quest for power. Friends turned foes driven by envy and resentment. I interviewed each suspect, their stories weaving a complex tapestry of lies and half-dashed truths. First, there was Marcus Reynolds, a business partner who felt overshadowed by Amelia's success. His alibi seemed solid, but there was a glint of bitterness in his eyes that made me keep him on my radar. Then there was Emily Davis, a close friend who had been mysteriously absent from the scene. She claimed to have been out of town, but the timing was too convenient. Her demeanor was strained, hinting at secrets she was desperate to hide. Next, there was Richard Lawson, Amelia's ex-boyfriend, still nursing a broken heart. He had a motive, a heartache that ran deep, but his emotional scars could have clouded his judgment, making him a red herring or an unlikely culprit. As I pieced together the clues, the mosaic started to form a clear picture. It became evident that Amelia's ambition had cost her far more than she had ever bargained for. The one thing she had desired more than anything had become her undoing. Gathering the suspects together, I laid out the evidence with calculated finesse, each stone unturned, each alibi scrutinized. Finally, the truth emerged from the shadows, in a cunning twist. It was Marcus Reynolds who revealed himself as the true mastermind, consumed by jealousy. He had concocted an elaborate plan to eliminate his perceived rival. His motive was sheer envy, a desire to step out of the shadows and claim the spotlight for himself. With the handcuffs securely fastened around Marcus' wrists, the apartment seemed to exhale a collective sigh of relief. Justice had been served. The puzzle solved, but as I closed the case, I couldn't help but wonder how ambition had taken such an ugly turn, leaving behind a trail of shattered lives and a stain that could never be fully erased. As I stepped out into the cold night, the memory of Amelia Collins lingered, a haunting reminder that even the brightest stars can be snuffed out by the darkest shadows.